This is a Hot Pie Media original.
You know what you need right now? You need some Crazy Mike. That's what you need. Remember, I used to say, poor Mike, and promise never to do it again because I figured out after a while that Mike wasn't just this pathetic loser or crazy person or whatever his issues were. I kind of figured out that Mike's just trying to sell pillows. Well, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. In case you had a real life over the Thanksgiving break, you missed out on the Mike Lindell 96-hour, I said 96-hour Thanks-A-Thon. Yes, he streamed because he's again going to tell you, I've got the data. 6 to 7 million votes were cheated. Our man won. I've got the data. That's why he did the 96-hour Thanks-A-Thon. The new Jeff, who doesn't say poor Mike, has figured out, I'm thinking you want to sell some pillows, you nut job. Well, how many people watched the 96-hour Thanks-A-Thon? Not many. Not many at all. What did Mike do? What did he uncover during the 96-hour Thanks-A-Thon, you're asking? Not much, but he tried to sell some pillows. All right, here we go. Despite providing no evidence for widespread election fraud, I would add again, Lindell claimed he would have the support of multiple states' attorneys in general, as he hoped to take the issue to the Supreme Court. So it's that again. He claimed he would have this support by Thanksgiving, a deadline he set himself, but he did not receive it, and the lawsuit has not been filed. In other words, Mike hasn't filed a lawsuit. Mike hasn't done anything about the 6 million fraudulent votes. Mike's talked a lot about them, and then he sells you a pillow. But Mike really hasn't done anything on paper about the votes. By the end of the marathon, Mike Lindell appeared defeated, according to viewers. Oh, boy. His final words asked people to take action. So he goes 96 hours and I got nothing. Would you buy a pillow? Come on, just buy a pillow. So I started down the path. This was not with wine. I just started watching. I started listening, and I ended up in this Mike Lindell world of the Thank-A-Thon, which was, some of it's so bad, it's like funny for a drinking game. This is just so bad. But boy, I tell you what, you end up in that crazy Mike world. I'm a big fan of infomercials. I love them. I just find them fascinating. I love how the crowd gets paid to clap and all that stuff. I'm addicted to infomercials. And man, I went down that rabbit hole and I did not come out for a few hours. There's a lot, trust me.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell. I've invented the world's most comfortable pillow. I make them right here in the United States. Do not change that channel because the next half hour is going to change your life.
Yes. Look at it. Love the
It took me a while just to get out of bed and rejuvenate myself again. But after having the My Pillow, I just feel so much better. Just everything is just well taken care of, it feels like. And there's no problem anymore getting out of bed with My Pillow.
I fall asleep with it right where it needs to be, and I go to sleep, and I don't think I move nearly as much as I used to, so I don't have the need for other pillows anymore. It's the perfect pillow.
Being made in America is wonderful, but it's made right. And to the average consumer, if you're looking at helping yourself, to help the body to help itself more, the pillow's a great place to start.
I'm Tanya Waring, and I am so excited to introduce you to a revolutionary new sleep aid that has literally changed people's lives, including mine. It's made right here in America, and you won't find it in any store. But first, let me ask you a few questions. Do you or someone you care about wake up more tired than when you went to bed? Do you wake up with a headache, a stiff neck, or that tingling feeling in your fingers? How about this? Do you find yourself tossing and turning all night, stacking, folding, re-smushing your pillows, or even flipping it to the cool side just to get comfortable? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then you, like millions of other Americans, simply aren't getting a good night's sleep. My friend and sleep expert, Michael J. Lindell, is the founder and inventor of a revolutionary new sleep aid. Mike's here to share with us why getting a good night's sleep is the secret to a happy, healthy life.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Tanya.
look, Tanya. Hey, Mike. Where's the voter fraud? Excuse me for a second. I want my president back, man. Where is the fraud? Mike and Tanya. And Tanya, what do you have to do with voter fraud? I'm just curious. Tanya, did you uncover some fraud? Is that why you're here today? And I love your spray on tan, and the crowd seems really nice too. But where is my evidence of the voter fraud, please? Hey, Mike, where's that Supreme Court case you were telling me is going to happen on Thursday during your Thanks-A-Thon? And I don't want to hear from Tanya anymore. I want my voter fraud, man. But Tanya seems very pleasant. Okay, then then once you are in there, you're in this place, and maybe you should drink. I would recommend. I don't know. I'm back on Triana right now from Paso Robles. It specs for about $22. You need to get deep into the Triana. And once you do, when you go into Mike's orbit here, you get into these infomercials, it's pretty much gold. It is entertainment gold. No. We have no voter fraud. We have no cases. We have no proof. In the end, you know what? After 95 hours and 5 minutes later, 55 minutes later, Mike says this: everybody watching, it depends on all of you now. We have got the tools. We're going to be back and talk about the pathway forward. In other words, he's going to do another Thanks-A-Thon, which I'm pretty certain, just in my experience, is going to include selling pillows. You gotta love the infomercials, though. I mean, they are classic. The blue shirt is kind of a cool twist. The necklace, Tanya, the fat guy that gets up and talks about the pillows. No, there's no voter fraud. Mike's a total huckster. Yep. Sorry to say it. Got nothing. I'm pretty certain the 42 people that were streaming, waiting on the evidence, are just watching to laugh at him. I think we've all pretty much given up on Mike. So all we have left is enjoying the circus of his infomercials.
Earlier, we talked about the importance of a good night's sleep, which is something I can really relate to. I have to admit, I was pretty skeptical, but Mike had told me that it would really work. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, I noticed that all of my migraines had disappeared. And what I really noticed is that I could start going out to the gym. I could start exercising more, because anytime I tried to do that before, I just would get excruciating headaches. And so one of the things, when we talk about washing and drying a pillow, I've washed hundreds of pillows where they end up in that clump.
Yeah.
Well, I put it in the washing machine, and when I took it out of the dryer and it looked just like it did the day I bought it, I was sold. And that's when I wanted to buy them for my kids, because my kids are always taking their pillow in the car, they're taking it to Grandpa and Grandma's house, they're throwing it in front of the TV. And so I'd always end up washing their pillows, and I knew that I was spending more money on gas driving back and forth to the department store.
Here's one of the best commercials. And one of the ads, there's no voter fraud, okay? Let it go. Okay, you've moved on. One of the ads, this is pretty good. Actually, I think it's pretty good. Sorry. I think it's kind of, in a bad way, it's kind of good. I think it kind of works. I don't think it's that. I don't think if we're sitting in a class, I don't think it's that. I think it has some focus. Mike's face appears in this guy's mirror. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done beet heat. So we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right. So this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I knew you were gonna. I teed you up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That is good. That's
Yeah,
good.
isn't that good? It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. So it's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget ATXHotSauce.com.
Looks like you're not sleeping well.
Yeah. How did you know? Hey, Megan!
What? Hey, you're that guy.
The My Pillow guy.
That's right, and I'm here to help you get the best sleep of your lives. Oh, you have a down pillow. Here's the problem with down pillows. You lay there, you feel comfortable,
And it goes
guess
down.
what? It goes down.
No
And
way.
You got one bent neck. So this
Man,
pillow's
that
no
science
good.
is
And I
good.
see you sleeping on memory foam.
Right.
Well, I'll show you what's wrong with that idea. Okay.
All right.
Sleep's all about too high or too low, and I'm going to show you where your comfort level would be.
So, that feels better.
Right, that's better, but I'm not going to sit and hold this all day. So every morning you're getting up like, it's not good.
Not
Just
good.
like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. I had tried every pillow out there, and none of them worked. That's why I invented My Pillow. My patented fit.
Got it. No voter fraud. Okay, but that's good, though. I think that commercial's not bad, actually. You're that guy is pretty effective. Then we end up with my favorite, my favorite scene, because I can stay in here all night long. My favorite scene, you got to really see this to appreciate it. I believe this is the Thanks-A-Thon. Let me set the stage for you. We got Mike in the obligatory blue blazer. We've got a flag in the background. We've got an eagle. We've got some certificate. I don't know what. Certificate of some. It looks like a tiny little college degree. But you know what we got? We got a portrait of a lion just over his shoulder.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell. Cancel culture has not only affected myself and My Pillow, but millions of you out there. Before all this started, I had already written in my memoir, I dedicate this book to anyone who's looking for hope. Well, right now, we're all looking for hope. I believe that my story is going to bring inspiration and hope to everyone. By the time you're done reading my book, you will believe that with God, all things are possible. To thank all of you out there for your support, I'm offering some of the best prices ever on My Pillow products, including this exclusive bundle. You get my book and these 5 My Pillows. They're all scenes right out of the Bible, and the stories are on the back. You would normally get this bundle regularly $219, now just $99.98 with your promo code and free shipping. So go to mypillow.com/USA and use the promo code on your screen, or call the 1-800 number below to receive this exclusive offer. Thank you, and God bless.
Those of you in sales, how's Mike doing? I mean, it's pretty in your face. I mean, we pivot. We're there to talk about a book or fraud, but now we're going to move back to selling pillows. You know the most effective mattress pitch I've ever seen? One time I was doing a show, pretty horrific, at the convention center, and it was during the Home and Garden show. So, sitting at the Home and Garden show, to be clear, there's no one that has fewer home skills than me. Okay? I can't fix anything. I don't fix anything. But I'm actually watching this guy. So I'm sitting next to the mattress section where the mattress display is, and they got the people there in the obligatory golf shirts. So I'm thinking, start the show at whatever time, 3 o'clock, whatever time. And I'm watching one of the mattress salespeople who's asleep on the mattress. And I'm watching all day. And you know what? He's not getting up. He slept. I love this guy. It is khakis on, and he's not going to get up and talk to anybody. He's not handing out any business cards. He lied down at the start of that show. That's how good the show was, apparently. He lied down at the start of that show. And you know what? At about 6:45 p.m., he rolled over with drool on his shirt and got up, and that's the end of the day, and he just left. I thought, you know what? I might go and buy that mattress, because that dude went to sleep in the middle of the convention center with people wandering around poking at him. He slept for almost 4 hours in front of me. That's how to sell, Mike. I think that's more effective. Then Mike goes back to now we've got I'm trying to think what infomercial this is. The crowd is going crazy. And here comes a fat guy to talk about being fat and sleeping on the pillows.
We've had several people drive across the country today so that they could be here in our audience, so that they could share the impact that MyPillow has made on their lives. And one of the first people that I want to introduce to you is Andy. Andy, if you'd be so kind, we'd love to hear how MyPillow has made a difference for you.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing, Andy?
Good. I met you at the state fair last year.
Yes, I remember.
And I didn't even know I was looking for a pillow. And you saw me and said, I need to talk to you. And I've got to tell you, thanks. You know, it's changed my life. It's changed the way I sleep. I sleep, I think, is the big thing.
It's a miracle. With your big shoulders, there's a lot of people out here like you have all kinds of problems because of you know.
And I'm a side sleeper. I've always been a side sleeper with the arm that falls asleep.
Right.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That's amazing. Yeah. That's why I love selling these pillows, because it takes stories like yours.
And I take it with me everywhere.
Right.
It's been to Texas twice, Arizona.
Right. That's amazing.
Didn't go on one trip.
And you didn't think, how you say, that worked out for you.
It didn't work too well. The first night I was down there, it's 2 hours away to my wife's folks, and it didn't make it.
Yeah.
I woke up, after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Finally, 5 o'clock in the morning, I got up, drove back up to where we live, grabbed the pillow.
Oh my! Wow. There you go.
So the second night, the second night I had a good night's sleep.
Right, that's awesome. Yeah.
And then my wife, she'd like to thank you because I don't snore.
Wow, that's awesome. You're back in the same
Tanya.
bedroom.
That's right. So
I'm just cracking up.
That just goes to show, even someone your size, how it helps. We help everybody from the smallest person up to the biggest.
that's great.
And that's an awesome story.
And we're gonna see you again at the state fair this year.
Yes, you will. I'll be there myself. Yep.
So,
yep.
Great.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Voter fraud. He's coming back. He'll be back. 6 million votes. Voter fraud. Tanya, voter fraud. Voter fraud. He's coming back. Trump's back. My president, Tanya. My president. You can do like 8 hours. Trust me, you can do 8 hours of them. You have to have this appreciation for infomercials, bad infomercials, and that one's up there, man. That's bad lighting. Crowd doesn't look to be so good. Doesn't look to be employed. We got a spotlight. We got one dude. That's it. I don't know what kind of money Tanya's making. I don't know what morning zoo she used to work for. That wasn't the biggest budget, because I think he may have spent a lot of it on the 96-hour Thanks-A-Thon that brought 0 voter fraud cases and 0 return of Donald Trump.